PKA 616 with our guest Windigoon. Taylor,
Wait, what?
This episode of PKA is sponsored to you by wonkyweeds.com, Lock and Load, and
what are you doing?
deathbygummibears.com. 3 wonderful companies. You'll hear more about them later. Well, I guess 2 wonderful companies. You'll hear about it. 3 wonderful products. 3 wonderful products. 2 wonderful products.
Artillery, we don't have sponsors.
Windigoon,
what are you talking about?
You're not getting paid for this.
Cultural
Artillery, we have
Airbnb.
Lost money on this podcast. Stop pretending that we're sponsored.
House governed
You're
in
coping,
seashells
Artillery.
and whatnot.
Artie,
I think
this
people
is not how you're going to alleviate your
so much
debt.
for having me. I appreciate it so much.
Artillery,
Always
you
have
have
a
to
great
get a
time on the
job.
show.
We're not sponsored.
So it's great to just be
Artillery, you have to
terrorized by
stop.
whatever you
This is insanity.
that Kyle has to say. And I
This
got
is the
that out of the way
definition of
before
insanity,
this
Artillery.
We did, yeah. It was absolutely dreadful. Okay, I think that's it.
All
All right,
right.
I'll make a cut here.
Yeah. I think that's funny. Make it cut while we're screaming, by the way. You always mess that up.
Yeah. No, I will.
Anyway, how was it on your end? Was it funny?
I think it was reasonably funny, yeah.
Okay.
I have no idea what I was listening to, but I was very amused.
Okay. Okay, we're starting properly in 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Garbagemice podcast. As I am informed, I believe I was on the wrong show.
Podcast this time.
Look, I wish it was. Okay, just because we don't have 1 million subscribers like Woody's Gamer Tag, and we can't get fucking $1 billion YouTubers like Windigoon.
To a weed addict about weed and about HRT and about, oh man, dude, that would just be the best time of my life. I could talk about going to the gym.
I like having all the wrong
I'd love
opinions and like talking about how hormonal supplements are the best thing ever.
And talking about the vaccine, dude, that would be great.
Yeah, bro, I didn't get the vaccine yet.
There was,
oh my god.
There was a PKA clip from like last year where they literally rambled on and on about the vaccine for like 10 minutes. It was like an uncut clip where they were just like, oh yeah, it was just the easiest thing ever to get. And I'm so glad I got it. And make sure everybody go get the vaccine.
It's because Taylor is anti-vaccine. You don't know that?
I didn't know that, no.
Yeah, they're fucking with him. So that's like their thing. But still, like Kyle and Woody, they're kind of cucks. Like, they're not funny. Okay, the podcast of talking about other podcasts. Let's fucking start with our own show for once. Anyway.
We've got a lot of stuff that we're going to be going into today.
We have Nick. You'll remember him as the cuck. We have a bit of internet drama to get into, but for now, we're gonna do some live reactions. See, I'm gonna tell you a story. Okay?
What's the story?
I was on the internet the other day because I'm unemployed and I can't leave my house because I have nothing to do. And I went on what all unemployed people do, reddit.com, where I found a subreddit called Documented Fights. And I was like, whoa, this is fucking cool and manly, bro. So I sorted by top of all time. And within like the first 100 posts, I saw like 20 posts where it was the same exact story every time. Wait. It was the same exact story every time. It was like, this guy says the N-word and then he gets beat up. And I'm like, okay, seems a bit excessive every time. And then the further I kept scrolling down, the more ridiculous it got. And then I ended up on a video where it's like, this disabled guy with no arms says the N-word and he gets the kicking of a lifetime. This disabled racist. And I'm like, play the clip.
I've got that pulled up here, so I'm going to put it on screen. Hold on. I'm going to put it on screen. There we go. All right. I'm going to play it. This guy has no arms.
Oh.
He's unarmed, as some would say. Oh my god!
Holy shit! What the fuck?
Bro.
Remember, kids, don't be racist, or you'll end up like this disabled guy assaulted for saying a word.
Up next on Reddit,
wait.
African child says the N-word and gets the shit beaten out of him.
Oh, we're getting there, Nick. I'm not kidding. Anyway, let me read some of the top comments. That's messed up, dude. No, that's messed up. Dude was completely unarmed. Let's not point fingers. Nobody gave him a hand. Anyway, top
they really
comment.
got to hand it to
him any
him.
further.
Okay, second top comment. This just keeps getting worse and worse. Props to the dude in red. Didn't use hands to keep it fair. You read that? Saying he didn't use hands to keep it fair.
Dude, I don't know. I just got to hand it to him. Yeah.
Shut
He's
the
really
fuck
just,
up.
Yeah, he's gonna need a real hand getting up there.
Third top comment. Am I the only one that wanted to see him get up after? Fourth one. Fought him on fairgrounds, legs only. Fifth one. Why would... Oh my god, the fifth one.
Yeah.
Retsante, sort by top, go to the fifth comment.
No, there's an image I'm looking for. No, it's not here. Never mind.
Okay.
All right, I'll go to the top comment.
Okay, fifth top comment. Why would someone in such a bad position say something like that? Like, bro, he literally can't fight back. He has no arms. He's surrounded by black people. And choose to say the N-word? Like, is this actual victim blaming?
And they're just trying to give him a hand here.
Oh my god. Anyways,
That's all they're doing.
You gotta scroll until like
He might not have arms, but he certainly has balls. I mean, you gotta hand it to him.
like you gotta
you gotta
scroll
hand it to
to
him.
like to the bottom of the thread to see someone saying like,
Here,
this
I'll
guy's
sort by
fucking disabled,
controversial.
dude.
Let's do this.
Reddit moment.
It's fucked up.
Anti-ableism Reddit users when white people.
Yeah.
Most
And there's nothing
sympathetic.
good here, except this guy's saying that he got punted by a football, or punted like a football, I should say. That's the only funny thing.
Okay, let's look at the second link I sent
Yeah,
you. So
was a
Nick,
second
remember when you were
video.
saying, "Oh, a starving African child says the N"? Well, this child
no.
allegedly says the N-word.
Bro.
Allegedly. And look
Get
what
ready to
happens.
Watch this. It's 5 seconds long. All right, I'm gonna play it. That's a little kid.
Yep.
Oh man,
Just average Reddit.
the average redditor
Oh.
Oh my god.
Damn.
kid
But
just gets smacked. What the-
Thankfully, the
Alright.
comments here are a bit more sympathetic to the kid. Only a moron
I
would
feel
see
like
this.
is gonna be one of those rose-tinted glasses moments for this kid, where he looks back on this in 20 years and he's like, "Man, that was a good time back when I got smacked by the."
Sweet as a
black guy
fucking
in the
brain
Walmart
damage from
outfit.
hitting his
No,
head on
he's
the
gonna be like,
concrete.
"Oh, I'm so thankful for the brain damage."
And
So-
the dude in the Walmart shirt just smacked me that one time. That was fun.
Wait, play the end of the clip. Did he actually like hit the concrete? I didn't catch.
Oh yeah, look at
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah, he hit that shit head first.
Whew. I don't know. I took worse falls as a kid, and I'm only slightly brain damaged.
Just slightly.
See, I would
Yeah, it's
disagree.
not that bad. I can still run a mediocre podcast, so it clearly didn't mess me up that
Yeah,
badly.
you're the one running the podcast. Sorry, you're the one that fucking
He-
started.
I mean,
He's
I
the guy in
technically am.
charge.
I'm running OBS. I technically am running it. But anyways, it's fun looking at people fight.
Yeah, it's. Why is this? Do you always revert back to this image of our
So
friend
this image
Keemstar?
of Keemstar.
Yeah.
I just have this as a placeholder.
Your desktop wallpaper.
I wish
Yeah.
it was my desktop wallpaper. I should set it as that, but it's just there.
What if like a friend comes to visit, like one of your normal fucking friends?
I don't know. I think they'd find it funny.
Hopefully.
The
Imagine,
Keemstar
like-
clip is something that kind of ascends internet culture. It's like I know people who are total like normies that have seen the Keemstar clip.
I know. This is why I'm worried for your safety.
I think I've thought about Halloween's coming up, and I need to figure out a costume. I should just be Keemstar. Like I should get this camo hat, the white glasses, and a purple shirt, and then just put on like jeans or something like that, and then I'll be Keemstar.
I'm thinking Halloween. You know what I'm gonna do for Halloween? Now that you mention it, I'm buying a jar of pickles and
I don't
wearing
think
my.
that's standard Halloween candy.
I'm wearing my
You're
gas
gonna pass
mask,
them out.
wearing like full, like, Vietnam era military gear with the bags and everything, and like a Soviet latex gas mask. You've seen the one. And I'm just gonna open the door very slowly, give every kid one pickle very slowly, and then just close it. I think that's gonna be. It's gonna trick or treat. Yeah, we're tricking, bitch.
I remember one year for Halloween, I did a bit of trolling at my friend's house. He has a my friend's bedroom had a balcony on the front of the house, and so what I did was I just stood out there on the balcony in like a scarecrow pose, like pretending to be a decoration.
Yep.
And then whenever people would look at me, and like I'd have like a group of people or a group of kids looking at me, I'd just turn around and walk inside, and that was it.
A wee bit of trolling.
That sounds kind of autistic, though, to be honest with you. Sounds like
it was quite a long time ago, and it was really funny.
Yeah, fair. Did you get
Fond
any
memory that I
reactions, or
have.
was it more like, this man
Alright.
looks homeless?
I got a couple of good reactions. Like I got a couple of people who laughed at it.
Yeah, fair. Man, I've never been through a Halloween before, though. Like 3 times this happened in the time 2 times actually, in the time I was in Vancouver. But I've never seen anybody like go trick or treating. I think they only go trick or treating here for like houses that have Halloween decorations. Like if you don't, they're just not gonna bother you.
Mm. Yeah, my neighborhood is all old people, and not a lot of people decorate their house for Halloween, so we don't get a lot of trick or treaters here.
Man,
Yeah, it's pretty dead in my neighborhood too.
when I was in Syria, I used to think of Halloween. We had a whole street reserved for Halloween back home.
Really,
Fuck. Yeah.
Now that's some
Man.
Chad shit.
I kind of
Yeah.
want to experience a Syrian Halloween.
Okay, let's look it up. If maybe it's on YouTube. Latakia Halloween.
Maybe that could be the Garbagemice fan meetup. We do a Halloween trick or treating run in Syria.
Yeah, maybe.
Also, Blitz is DMing me. He wants to know if we're willing to let the crazy Turkish man on the podcast.
Nah.
Do we want to get Blitz in here?
Nah.
We've already got a little pizza box coming on pretty soon.
Honestly,
Yeah.
Blitz.
Hopefully.
That would be a little too much crazy.
Oh
man.
my god.
'Cause,
Oh
dude,
my
little pizza box was
god.
gonna.
Pensante, play this shit. You want to see Syrian Halloween? What the fuck?
Let's see. All right. All right. This is Syrian Halloween.
What the?
Shit.
It's in my ears. Man. What? How many? Look where that one guy's just going.
Man, I love how the fucking stereotype is like Americans and with
God.
guns, and meanwhile, Syrian Easter.
I can't even hear you. I have to turn this off. I can't hear you.
That's average Halloween. Okay, that's Easter.
Wait, this video is like 3 minutes long.
Don't these people run out of ammo?
Dude, this guy's still going. This guy's
fucking
just,
going.
just firing off dozens of rounds into the air. This guy's got the Spaz 12 out there. What the?
Okay, let's look for like a proper, more humble one, because
man.
they don't do that anymore. I think.
Man, that's disappointing. I don't want to go to Syria anymore if they don't do this every year.
I'm looking for Halloween. That's Easter. Okay. Oh my
Man,
god.
that's Easter. And around here we do like an egg hunt at the local church, you know, hide a bunch of pieces of plastic, hide a bunch of eggs around.
Nah, we just
You
shoot
guys
people.
just fire off 100
Man.
rounds, hundreds of rounds into the air.
If that's Easter, I don't fucking want to see Christmas.
No, Christmas is actually wholesome. Christmas is actually like very wholesome.
Christmas, everybody puts the guns away. I see.
No, okay, on New Year's the guns are out, but for Christmas, like people dressed as Santa Claus go out in the streets and give gifts to people.
Oh, that's cool.
And those gifts don't include bullets.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
Just little kids getting Glocks for Christmas.
There's no way this isn't Latakia. I'll be honest. There is no fucking way this isn't Latakia. I would have heard about this shit. What the fuck? Anyway, where were we?
We were on the Syrians shooting into the air.
Okay, here's Estiar de Syria. And this one is from 2007. Okay, this is not Latakia. This is definitely not. This is just a re-upload of this video.
Easter Day, Syria. It's just the same video, but lower quality.
Actually, it's a different angle. It's a different angle.
Let me pull it up then.
It's in Latakia as well. This is in 2007.
Dude, this looks like it was filmed in Syria.
180p.
It's literally in 144p.
You love to see it.
Oh my, that's loud. I have it on like 10% volume and it's so loud.
I was thinking it was quiet and then I realized I had the stream on like 50%. So let me turn that shit up to 200%.
Oh my God. Back in home country.
Dude, back in home country. Okay, this is something to be proud of in the home country.
Yeah, that's something to be patriotic about.
Maybe a little bit.
This is like the most American thing I've ever seen, and it's not even in America.
That's what I was saying. Like the fucking stereotype is Americans and their guns, but like the
Middle East we represent.
Americans don't have shit on this.
And the funniest thing is, like, all these bullets have to come down.
Yeah,
like, everyone's just getting rained on.
So here's the thing. No, look. Here's the thing. If you shoot directly up in the air, the bullets are gonna come down very slowly. But if you shoot at an angle, you're gonna kill someone. Okay, I'll translate the Arabic in the description. The day of Easter, Jesus Christ, resurrection, Jesus, God, Syria, Latakia, Al-Assad, Arabic. I'm Arab. It says Al-Assad. It says Al-Assad. Like it says Yeshua or Jesus, God, Syria, Latakia, Al-Assad, Arab. That's the fucking description. Well, speaking of which, let me get my phone. I have a based image, but this is like, I did not expect to see this. I have a based image. You can put this on screen with Sante.
All right. All right, I'm putting it up.
That looks like an AI generation of Syria. Like you ask an AI to generate a picture of the average Syrian's living room decor, and like this is basically what it would come up with.
Honestly, this is. Now I want to know more.
This is the type of thing we need to have at the Garbagemice compound. This is going to be in the corner of the living room.
Just God!
We got two guns, the hat, the picture of Assad. Yeah,
and the Virgin Mary with a military beret on the icon.
Virgin Mary with a military beret.
Here's something wholesome. Finally, thank God, I found something that doesn't make us look like absolute fucking lunatics. Thank you for having a nice Christmas. Thank you. This is a Christmas tree.
This is Christmas.
Awesome.
All right. There better be a firing squad right next to the tree. Okay.
That's wholesome.
Here's another Christmas video. This one
That's
in
a nice Christmas.
Okay, this one is not as funny. Now I want to go back to the anyway, here's New Year's. So you saw Christmas, now here's New Year's.
All right.
Also, I do have to depart the podcast, so I'll talk to you guys later.
No,
But
the
glad I
internet
could be
drama.
here.
Look at the New Year's.
I've
Look
seen
at the
this
New
video
Year's.
before. I know you've shown me this
What
before.
the-
This is not a battle.
360p.
This is not a battle. This is actual New Year's Eve.
Hell yeah.
Whew. Man, that's better than it is here.
Yeah, those are some great fucking fireworks.
Those are not. You see these little things going up in the air? These little tracers?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bullets.
Sounds about
Like, if
right.
it doesn't explode in the air, it's just actually a bullet.
Man.
That's a fucking anti-material.
Yeah, what was that? What type of gun
That's
was
a
that?
doshka. That's a doshka. You know what a fucking doshka is? It's like your
No.
It's like the heavier version of an
It's a
M2 machine
Dogecoin?
gun. The heavier version of an M2 machine gun, man.
Man.
Out
Something
here-
I'd have in Call of Duty.
Not even. It's too heavy for Call of Duty. It's like one of those. It's one of those emplacements you go on to fight like the aircraft. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Jesus.
All right, well, it's good having you, Nick.
Yep. Glad to be here.
Yeah.
Glad to have
Right.
you on.
Talk to you guys later.
I'll,
Peace.
I'll see you later. All right, there he goes.
I did not.
Two.
I did not expect that Easter. Nothing could have prepared me.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, Little Pizza Box will be joining us soon. But he was gonna be with
Yeah,
us.
he's
but-
being investigated for terrorism.
Yeah, he told us last minute that he got stopped on his way to his barracks, and he's being investigated for being a terrorist.
Yep.
But we might not ever see him again. But who knows? Hopefully, he turns up.
Rest in pepperonis.
Yep,
Anyways.
rest in peace.
What are we going to talk about now?
Let's see. Well, if we want to go into the news, I've got a somewhat funny story here.
Oh yeah. You were
So-
talking about this before.
So if I just put this up here. So we're talking about our good friend of the show, Alexander Jonathon. Here he is right here in all his glory. And so he originally was ordered to pay $1 billion. 965 million. Well, that number got changed, and I want you to guess. How much money is he being ordered to pay? Or not ordered. How much money is he being sued for? So it's
35
not-
billion.
Oh, it's a bit more than that.
No.
I'm just going to tell you. 2.75 trillion. With a T.
I'm
Trillion.
sorry, did he fucking shoot the kids?
2.75 trillion dollars.
I'm sorry, was he the guy who gave the fucking mass shooter his guns?
At this point, he might as well have been. He's being
At this point, he might as well have been in the school fucking defiling the corpses of the children
it's
for
like
their
he
parents.
was the one there, telling the guy to do it. $2.7 trillion dollars.
At this point, like, what the fuck?
So yeah, the family said that additional damages are warranted on top of a nearly $1 billion jury award because Jones broke a state law. Yada yada yada. Yeah.
Wait, get up.
Go up. Yeah,
Because, okay, warranted on top of it because Jones broke a state law barring the sale of a product using false statements.
Yeah.
So what they're saying is they should be awarded more money because Alex Jones hormone supplements are falsely advertised.
The Alex Jones HRT.
What
Are you going to be on the Alex Jones HRT?
I think I'm going to puke. I think I'm just going to fucking vomit. I think it's just... This is disgusting. This. Do they care about their kids? Is this about the kids anymore? I don't know.
Yeah, like, at this point, is this not just a cash grab? It's like, you already got, more money that...
$1 billion.
Yeah, I think that each individual family got, because there were multiple families involved, and I think each family got, roughly 100 million, or 125 million. I know one of the families got 125 specifically, but I don't know how much the others got.
Yep.
So it's like you already got like enough money that if you have any other kids, other than the one who died, your kids are never going to have to work a day in their lives. It's like, what more do you need? It's
not that your kids are not going to have to work a day in their lives. At this point, you're just doing this so you can go up to George Bezos and fucking... George Bezos? Jeff Bezos fucking George Soros and the fucking Microsoft guy, Bill Gates, and be like, hey, I'm one of you guys now, right?
Yeah, it's like they must just be trying to like be some of the richest people in the world.
I mean, what are they expecting to get out of this? Like, do they expect Alex Jones will just pay them $1 trillion? Do they expect the state will pay them the fucking $1 trillion?
Do they think that he has $1 trillion?
What's the goal here?
This guy probably doesn't even have $10 million. Like, according to all the searches of his assets, like, this guy doesn't have a whole lot of money. Definitely more than I do, but like, he doesn't have $1 trillion just laying around.
He did not invest in Dogecoin in time.
Yeah, or maybe he did buy Dogecoin in May of last year.
At this point, why not just pull a fucking, what's the guy called? The fucking whistleblower.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. He had a movie. Edward Snowden.
Yeah, why don't you just pull a Snowden, move to Russia, and just forget about this whole shit?
I don't know.
Move to Syria, man. We'll fucking take you.
You guys will take Alex Jones.
Yeah, because he'll be fucking like treated better than this shit. What the fuck is happening in America?
I don't know.
What the fuck is happening? I don't get it.
America's kind of messed up right now. Like, I was...
Look, man, we
were both looking for, just random news to cover on the show before we started recording, and all I could find was like, oh, this tranny children's entertainer, whipped out their nutsack on stage and showed it to kids, and it's like, man,
started playing the piano with his stick.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to cover all this. This is just going to make me sad. This is just, I'm either going to get angry, which, I don't know, people might enjoy, or I'm going to get sad. Man.
I don't even know what to do anymore, man. I'm fucking tired of this shit. Oh,
Alex
let me
Jones
say
would
something.
Probably do well in Syria, though. Except I know there was a guy a while ago who, not to talk too much about crypto, but some guy opened a crypto exchange where he basically scammed like all of his customers out of all of their crypto, and he made something in the ballpark of like $100 million or something stupid like that. And he just moved to a third world country, and he's still there to this day.
Because where else would he be? He can just build his own first world city in that third world country.
Yeah. Like a bunch of the people who live, like, it's not exactly known where he lives, but, all of the locals there apparently know who he is, and they're just fine with him there because he adds enough to the local economy that they're just like, oh yeah, all your blood money, bring it in.
It's not even blood money.
Well, it was stolen. That's kind of messed up. A bunch of people just had their money stolen. It is,
but like blood money is like very specific term for me.
Yeah, I guess that would be the wrong term. My bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, Alex Jones should just move to the third world. I don't really advocate for moving away from, your home just because it's bad. Mostly because I don't want people to move away from their terrible country and come to America and make America worse. But, if I were Alex Jones, I'd probably move.
Okay, quick question for you. Are the immigrants making America worse, or is the Democrats making America worse? Are the Mexicans the people who are going on stage showing their dicks to your children?
No, it's not. I should be specific and say that it's not all immigrants that are making the country worse. And I've talked about this before, that it's really not just the average person, the average immigrant, or the average native, either way, that's making America bad. It's the people who have actual power who are making the country worse and have been making the country worse for at least 100 years, probably longer. It's been like the same couple families for multiple generations that have been screwing everything up. But at the same time, there is a big problem. It's more so a problem in European countries than it is in America, actually, of like illegal immigrants coming in and then just committing crime and getting away with it.
Yeah, that
like that. See, that happens a lot around here. Like, dude, being in Southern California, there are so many like Mexican immigrants that come in, and so many of them. It's literally every day that there's like another story about some illegal committing some crime around here, like within a 30-minute drive of my house.
You want to know what it is? You're supposed to fucking vet these people, right? Like, if you're taking in a refugee in Germany from, like, Syria, what do? Let me tell you what you do. You make sure they're not a fucking terrorist first. Because who is escaping Syria? Like, people who are victims of war? Yes. People who are victims of political violence? Yes. Terrorists as well who are escaping the justice of the Syrian fucking law? Yes.
Yeah. I mean, there's not much more to say on it other than that. Except that the Europeans need to figure it out. Because the United Kingdom, I think they had like almost as many immigrants last year as America did. And they're a tiny country in comparison to America.
Have you seen those like photos of schools in like England where there's like one white kid for every ever? Have you seen those neighborhoods where it's just
I haven't seen it, but that sounds right.
That's a no-go zone. That's the Muslim zone. Stay the fuck away from there.
Yeah. And there are neighborhoods like that in a lot of the coastal cities, but they're like Jewish neighborhoods.
Of course.
I guess there really is like a neighborhood for every race around here. Like if I go down to certain areas of the city next to mine, like there are neighborhoods where if you're not Hispanic, you don't go there. Same with like if you go more north up to some of the ghettos in LA, like if you're not black, don't go there.
That ain't right.
Yeah.
Oh, which reminds me of Clint Eastwood.
Who even is that? Like I know that it's a
really old actor.
Is that a movie character or?
No, he's actually an actor called Clint Eastwood.
Actor, yeah.
And he's still doing movies, by the way.
I don't know much about movies, so.
Here's him saying a racial slur to a bunch of people in a movie he produced.
Man, hasn't like every actor had to like say the N-word at some point?
No, but he actually wrote the script for this movie, which makes it kind of funny.
Oh. Yeah, I know people have been digging up recently. The guy that played Mike in Breaking Bad, he acted in another movie or another series where he had to like say the N-word a ton of times. And so people have been like, oh, Mike is based. Mike Ehrmantraut is based. Look at this. That's kind of been funny.
But I feel like the cultural zeitgeist is shifting finally. I feel like people no longer put up with this shit. Do you feel it?
Yeah.
Or am I just too hopeful?
In my experience, yeah. For the most part, yeah. Like around here, a lot of the friends that I have are becoming radicalized in one direction or the other, basically. Like everyone I know is either becoming more racist or more woke. Like there isn't really anyone except for one guy, or I should say two guys that I know who have kind of stayed neutral. Everyone else has gone really far into one direction or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everyone around here is still complaining about COVID. It's like I haven't worn a mask in over a year at this point.
But honestly, I've been coughing for a while. I think it's the smoke. You guys have been burning shit up again. Stop burning trees. Well, yeah.
And I mean, it's like around this time of year, it's like every other week that there's another fire around where I live. So there's been kind of smoky here.
Yeah.
But yeah, people still complain about COVID around here, and it's just like, come on. Like this has been over for most people for a while. Like some girl at some event that I was at, it was like a house party that I was at over the summer, was like complaining that she had like 4 vaccines and was still worried about COVID. And I was a little too inebriated to respond in the way that I wanted to, which was probably a good thing. But yeah, I thought that was kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. Why? I'm just tired of this shit, man. Can we go back to the funny stuff? Can we go back to... I made Monkey leave the Trash Rat server. There's that.
Yeah.
We said,
Trash Rats have lost. Dude, the Garbagemice have officially won. The Garbagemice took the ultimate W.
We only win if we make it past episode like 51 or 52, whichever one was it.
Yeah, we're not even that far away. That's the funny thing.
Yeah, sure. We've knew this for a while.
If we keep going once a week, we're gonna hit episode 50 in like what, February or
probably.
March?
Yeah. Like shit. Let's fucking go. But what should we do? Like, where should we take this at this point? I still like harassing Rusty
special
Cage.
for episode 50. Like,
I'll try to get Rusty Cage on. I'll try.
Yeah,
I know he probably doesn't want.
We should either like get Rusty on, or we should get the money together to pay Mumkey to come back.
You know what we should do? We should get Mumkey and Eggy and Rusty. And
I think
we should just
Mumkey and Eggy would be
no.
cool.
We're gonna pay Mumkey like $100, $100 full bucks. But he gets Rusty Cage on. He tells him, "Oh, we're recording Trash Rats, and we have a special, like 2 special guests.
Trash Rats.
We have 2 special guests, and then we're in the fucking Trash Rats recording, and we take it over and post it on our channel."
Oh man. Yeah, I think having Mumkey and Eggy on, that would be a good episode.
It would. I feel like they'd just steal the show, to be honest.
They might, but I don't know.
They will. I mean, are you gonna say anything more than Mumkey or Eggy?
I don't know. I mean,
like Mumkey, he's a fucking born entertainer, and Eggy, he just steals the show. He's just a funny guy.
Yeah.
And what do we have? I have Home Country. You have, we're not.
I have crypto, dude.
Of course you
hear
do.
About crypto.
You guys want to hear
about Dogcoin?
Should I dox my old job?
If you don't mind if people call them.
Please don't call them. Please don't call my old job. Shit. I used to work in a fucking blind dining restaurant.
A blind dining?
Yeah, like people would go in the diner. If they would, they would be completely blind. The restaurant would be completely black. It would just, black out everything. And it was fucking... Okay, in the beginning, I was a dishwasher, right? And a dishwasher, nobody really cares what you have to say. Nobody really cares. You just show up. You can be like 10, 20, 30 minutes late, as long as the dishes get washed and everybody goes home.
Yeah.
Then people started... Okay, so then the owners of that restaurant opened a whole different restaurant for Middle Eastern food. And there's 3 owners. 2 of them went to the Middle Eastern place. They took like 90% of the employees. I was one of like the 2 employees left in that old restaurant, alongside the servers who were completely blind. So the servers are completely physically disabled. They cannot see, or they're very visually impaired. And, It's a blind dining restaurant. It kind of fits the theme, You, for the most part, when you're in the dining room, they have that knowledge over you that you usually have when you have sight. So it's kind of like an introspective experience as well. Most people don't really care, but some people do find that lovely. I kind of find it lovely too.
That is kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is. It is. You just kind of get to know the perspective, I guess. And when they moved, the old owners moved to the new restaurant. They brought in the third owner to become the manager. And he saw in his eyes, which I do commend him for that I'm relatively intelligent, relatively competent, and I know where everything is in this restaurant. I've been here long enough. I've done so much off-duty stuff that he started training me in different areas in the restaurant. So first, I was taking customers' orders outside. I was like, hey, welcome to this restaurant. How can I take you? And I was very good at it. Took me back to... And by the way, people were quitting left and right at this point because he would bring in chefs. Well, first of all, the chefs, they left us, the old owners, to the new place. There was one Russian chef. She was pleasant to me, but apparently a complete cunt to everyone else. And she would just cook awful food. She was a proper chef, but she would just cook awful, like, potatoes and pasta every single time for the surprise meal. Her portions were, like, small, and nobody, it was like, we're having bad reviews, so we're just gonna can her at this point. So he cans her. Apparently, she left the stove on. She left the gas on overnight when she left.
Yeah. Well, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
It's a bit of trolling, if you ask me.
Our second chef was another woman. She was... How do I say this? I'm gonna say, like, BPT, kind of. Where, you're wondering to yourself, is she a meth head? Is she not a meth head? I don't fucking know. But she also quits on a Saturday, which was the busiest day ever. And at this time, though, he brought back one of the older chefs. So one of the older chefs, she's a Christian, but she's Pentecostal. So it's one of those churches that are like, oh, by the way, Catholics, they're fucking complete pagans for some reason. And she comes in. She's super nice to me in the beginning. She tries to get me to help her cook, but I don't know how to cook for shit. So she just assigns me back to dishwashing. Well, and by the way, she quits on... And this is the same day I have to train another dishwasher so I can take on more duties elsewhere. Unfortunately, I can't train him and I can't cook until I can train him, but, she's getting help from someone else. It was a Saturday. It was a really busy day. So, but the day ended up well. This chef, not even chef, this cook would make my life hell for the next, few months.
Yeah.
To say she's mentally deranged is an understatement. To say she is completely psychotic is not doing her insanity justice. She would fucking yell and get angry and not communicate and become the worst fucking coworker possible over, like, just that. You don't know why. She just turns. You ask her, hey... Dude. Did you turn off the light? Did you turn off the lights in the bar? And she says, no. And you're like, okay, and that's the end of the interaction. In her mind, you're like some fucking CIA special agent trying to fucking find out where she's moving, man. It was absurd.
Yeah. I'll
yelling.
Say, I worked with a guy like that back at my restaurant job that I used to have, except he would, like, just drink on the job. And so he'd be like one of those belligerent drunks where you don't do your job right, and he'd just be there like drunkenly yelling at you. Yep.
And she was... Yeah, and also all our bartenders started quitting at this time because she would treat them like complete ass. And by the way, the bartender in this place, you're not just making drinks. You're making drinks, you're expediting the food, you're putting in the orders because everybody's outside, right? So they bring the ticket to you. I used to be
a bartender. I know what that's like.
No, but this is a blind dining restaurant. That's the thing. The servers are blind, and you are the one inputting like their 3-course meal, then you're picking it up from the kitchen, because you're the only one interacting between the dining room, which is complete pitch black, and the kitchen. You're that connection point. So it's really stressful, and you have this belligerent Mexican woman fucking yelling at you all the time. So everybody would quit, and then they started blaming it. There's another thing about the owners I should mention. One of them is Syrian from Aleppo. He's Sunni. I'm an Alawite, or rather, was Alawite. Now I'm Catholic, but still, it's, your DNA, it's who you are. It's kind of like a race thing. The other owner is a Sunni Lebanese person, and apparently they fought. Well, at least the Lebanese guy fucking hates me. I know that for sure. And the main owner, man, this is such a fucking headache. I don't want to fucking talk about this at all. Such bullshit. Because I had to take over every time somebody would quit. I would be the one doing their job. And you know what? I did my fucking best. And that restaurant kept fucking running because somebody was, every time somebody leaves, I'm like, oh, I guess somebody has to stock the shelves now. And I stock the shelves. I fucking take the orders. I do everything. Every time someone quit, who did their job?
Did you ever have anyone quit on you like mid-shift, like
yes,
in the middle of the day?
Multiple times.
Yeah, I had someone do that on me, and I had to cover. Like, me and them were working the same position, but it was something that usually 2 people would do.
Yep.
And I had to do it by myself, and it was miserable. I'll say it was. I was bussing tables, like cleaning tables, and oh man,
I had to train like 8 different bartenders before people who stuck around came by. One of them was my friend who came by, and he was very chill. We would get like fucking drug addicts come to try to take the job. We'd get people. We had like a very,
bringing a cokehead from off the street. Like, hey, you want to work a job?
Some guy fucking overdosed on heroin in the bathroom. He was like being hired as a cook, and then he OD'd on heroin in the bathroom at the end of the shift. We had to get like the fucking, the paramedics in, and they broke the door
him out of the bathroom, and it was like it's pitch black in the restaurant. You got the paramedics running around.
During closing, you do turn on the lights. But fuck, man, where else? I was training I trained so many people, and over a job that I wasn't properly trained in. Then some guy who knows how to properly make drinks trained me, and then it was not very much worth it because it's more of a time trial than an actual bar job. He was fired because he was stealing wine. He was very fun to work with, but he was just drinking wine on the job.
Got fired for that? No one would get fired for drinking on the job at my old job. Well, everyone was drinking, dude. My manager offered me a drink when I was 19.
He was not drinking shots. He was drinking bottles of wine, man. That's the difference.
Man.
Anyway,
I saw someone drink like 5 shots of vodka through a plastic straw out of a plastic cup one time.
Anyway, I'm just rushing through this. I have a lot of stories to tell, but I want to share like the epilogue.
Yeah, let's get through a couple of them, and then I want to do the Patreon questions. I have that in my notes.
I'm just gonna.
They're not
even
really Patreon questions. Anyone can ask them, but yeah.
I'm gonna go like every person I worked with at some point, because they're all interesting, like fucking personalities. But at the end, I've trained everybody who works as a bartender. I started as a dishwasher. They wanted to make me a manager, but I'm gonna leave the manager shit out elsewhere, because the manager shit it gives me an aneurysm. So I trained every bartender, and we get one bad review because the way you're supposed to make, what was it called? The fucking Hawaiian Surfer. You're supposed to add orange juice and pina colada, which pina colada is a little creamy, or a little thicker. But one of our bartenders was making it with orange juice and pineapple juice, which is a fucking other drink that I don't know what it is.
Yeah, that's not right.
Yeah, it's not right. So it was the guy, it was my friend, it was my proper friend, and I told him, hey, this is a mistake, stop it. I got the complaint from the customer. I'm like, I know. Because the customer, they ordered it on the first shift, on the first service. And that's when I had my friend working with me. But during second service, he left because it was very slow. So I made it the proper way. And they came to me confused. And I told them, oh, this is just a mistake on our end. I'm so sorry. I offered them a refund. They said no. Well, I actually couldn't offer them a refund. I remember now. I had to talk to my manager for like half an hour before I can give back a single fucking penny to the customers. Anyway,
Yeah.
we get this complaint, and I'm like, I know what it is. And my third boss comes to me, and he's like, hey, we got this complaint. It's on the reviews. And I'm like, I know what it is. Here's what happened. I'm so sorry. Not going to happen again. Then the fucking Lebanese guy shows up. He comes to talk to me. He tells all the chefs, he tells all the cooks, hey, how about you reduce all the portions in the food? And then he comes to me, and he's like, hey, Mo, we got this. We had, in the same complaint, in the same review that complained about us, we had a complaint about one of the servers committing sexual harassment, which I don't believe, but it's like, fine, whatever. He went to talk to the server. The server's like, nah, it didn't happen. He's like, you cool. And then he came to me, and he's like, hey, Mo. And I'm like, hey, yeah, what's up? He's like, this thing happened. And it was very busy on my end. I was like, because I told you, you have to expedite the food, you have to take the orders, you have to make the drinks, you have to do a lot of shit as a bartender. You're serving.
I know, yeah.
It's not like a proper bar. This is the idea I want to get to you. Because the proper bar, you have to do like half the shit. It's busier, but in our bar, you had to do so much shit from the servers couldn't come in the dining room and pick up the plates, or they couldn't take the orders. It has to be done by you. Fuck, man. Anyway. And you have to give out the starters. Anyway, he comes up to me. He's like, hey, we got this complaint about you. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. I know what happened. It's like, yeah, don't do that. Like, make sure it doesn't happen again. Otherwise, I'm going to get a proper fucking bartender who knows how to... I'm going to get a professional. I'm like, what? And then he leaves. And he's talking to other people. I'm waiting for him. He leaves the whole place. You got to get a professional? I trained the whole fucking staff. I didn't only train the bar. I trained the whole fucking staff. Because I'm the one who's been here the longest. I'm the one who stayed while everybody else was fucking quitting because you treat them like shit. So I trained everybody, and you're going to talk to me like that? So I sent him a message. I can read the message right now. Basically what I said is, hey, I don't appreciate the way you spoke to me in the bar. Okay? What do you think his reply was?
I don't know. What did he tell you to go hang yourself?
He told me, I don't care what you think.
No, it's the same thing.
Yeah. And I told him, cool. I asked for a minimum of respect. I didn't ask for anything more. I didn't ask for a raise. I didn't ask for less hours, different shifts. I didn't ask for anything. And he still decided to treat me like shit. So I went to the other boss, and I'm like, I'm quitting today. He's like, stay here for the end of the shift. I'm like, I'm going to stay until the end of the shift. But otherwise, I'm just going to fucking leave. This is the way he treats me. I'm not going to stand for this shit anymore. Bye-bye. And it was kind of I'm glad I took that decision, but it did put me in a rough spot, financially, whatever. This is the way I quit. But anyway, after I get a new job,
subscribe to the Patreon, pay Artillery's rent.
Okay, hold on. So I got employed for a different job for 2 days, and then they let me go because they're pieces of shit. But okay, so the new job I applied to, it was another dishwasher job, but I don't really care. It was way higher paying for some fucking reason. Like, it was 25% above minimum wage. Or wait, no, not even. 30% over minimum wage.
Man.
Yeah, so...
Really raking it in here.
Yeah, so I apply for that job, and they take me in, and they hire me for 2 days, and because the other dishwasher wanted to quit. But on the third day, they're like, oh, the other dishwasher changed his mind. Stay home. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Anyway, during that time, I get a call from my old boss saying, hey, like, can you come back? And I'm like, I can help you for a sec. Because he needs to train the new staff, right? There was nobody left to train the new staff. Because another person, the other bartender quit as well. So there were 3 bartenders, me, my friend, and another girl. And she quit when I quit. Which is based, but my friend didn't, which is a fucking cunt move. I'm kidding. The guy's fucking awesome. He gave me a decent bit of money. I appreciate him. I'm just being a cunt.
Yeah, he probably needs the job.
Yeah, no, he has another job. He just likes the job for some fucking reason. He likes it because he can just turn off his head for the entire thing.
I gotta say, I liked that about working. My duties in the restaurant was, you don't really have to think a whole lot.
Anyway,
just some nice serenity.
They bring me back. And remember, I'm not just a bartender as well. I used to take over all the responsibility that other people would not take over. And I used to tell people, and not just that, I used to tell people what to do.
Basically a management position. So that was all the managers did.
I'm going to tell you what the management shit really soon, okay? But I come back to the restaurant, okay? Our dishwasher, it's an industrial dishwasher, and it has 3 chemicals. It has the detergent, the stuff that gets the grease off your plate. It has the sanitizer, the stuff that sanitizes the fucking plate. It has a heat element, which sometimes they leave off because it saves money. The fucking greedy cunts. And I'm willing to say this on air. I'm willing to fucking take, because this is true. This is where I went and what I fucking saw. And they have also a drying element, which you add to the mix of the dishwasher. It has 2 cycles. I'm not going to go into the dishwasher operation, but I also used to stock inventory. I told people how to stock inventory, how to take inventory, how to manage the inventory, and how to organize it so you know what you fucking have. And after
how fast was the dishwasher?
90
how long
seconds.
did it take? Man,
90 seconds.
Dude, I was impressed when I first started working at that restaurant. It's like my dishwasher at home, you run it and it takes like an hour just to clean a couple of plates. The one at the restaurant, you just like close the thing and like 20 seconds later, all done.
Okay, first of all, it's more expensive. Second of all, chemicals.
Yeah.
Like, okay, but I'm about to get into the fucking... It also
probably uses a lot more water. Like, even though it's only running for a couple of seconds, it's probably using like gallons of water.
It is. And there's this other element to it where the fucking... Oh my god, I used to do maintenance as well. When the dishwasher pumps broke, I fucking fixed them.
Man.
They wouldn't get the fucking employees to do... They wouldn't get the fucking employees of the fucking dishwasher company to fix the fucking sanitizer element on the dishwasher, but I did because I fucking care about the health of our customers. I'm sorry if this is not fucking profitable enough if we're giving the customers unsanitized plates. Fuck. And then... I come back, and not only is the sanitizer empty, not only has nobody placed an order for the sanitizer, but the fucking detergent is empty as well, and the heating element is turned off, so you're just running water over the fucking filthy, greasy dishes.
And that's nasty.
I tell them, we have extra detergent, put it on right now, take an order for the fucking sanitizer, I go in the bar fridge. It's everything is just thrown around. It is like you walked into a fucking stoner's room, okay? It's like, oh, clothes on the floor. Just don't mind the fucking stink bugs.
There's like roaches on the ceiling. It's like, don't mind them. They're friendly.
The floor of the bar is white. I didn't know that for 2 years working there.
I remember you told us about that.
Yeah, because
you cleaned the floor one day.
I was
found out that it was white.
Fuck! I was on my knees cleaning the floor with a fucking scrubbing pad while I was doing maintenance for the iPad because it had glitched out for the point of sale system because it had glitched out. I stayed until 1 a.m. doing fucking maintenance work on the iPad while it was downloading shit. I was on my knees scrubbing, and I got reprimanded for that because I stayed over time and cost them more money. What were you even doing? I was fixing your shit. That's what I was doing. Fuck. Anyway, if you're in Vancouver, don't go to the blind dining restaurant because the dishes are fucking dirty. There's no management. The management shit. Yeah, let's go. One of the owners wanted to make me a manager. He was like, yeah, you're capable. And then the other 2 owners would always be like, no, don't make him a manager. And so it was so fucking annoying having like, okay, this is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to like do this, that. Here's the email access code. Here's the fucking website access code. I did maintenance on the website. I changed the web pages. What was I even fucking doing? What was I working that place? I built some of the fucking the gift card sales system on the website. I built that.
Man, you did too much.
Hold on, I'm not even in the fucking juicy part yet. They they gave me the fucking keys for the safe, the keys for the office where where all the important papers are. They told me, here's your new fucking duties, and I started doing those duties, and like a week later they're like, oh, give us back the key to the safe. Okay, sure, whatever. I didn't steal anything. I didn't even fucking open the safe yet. But it's not the key, it was actually the code for the safe. But whatever. Every other bartender before me, including the most mentally deranged ones, and I mean mentally deranged in the most uncharitable way possible, had access to the iPad admin code, but after I did maintenance, they're like, yeah, let's take that away from him. And then for like a while, I couldn't give people refunds. Or like delete items that were sent by mistakes. So they still had to be charged for them. And they took away the office key, and then they brought it back to me, and they took it away, and then they would be like, "Oh, you're a manager." No, you're not. You're a manager. No, you're not. No, you're a manager. No, you're not. This is your new duties. Okay, now I'm taking over. This is your new duties. Okay, now I'm taking over. This is your new duties. Okay, now you're relieved of your duties. This is how you book people in. You no longer have to book people in. You have to respond for the emails. Never mind, I'm responding to the emails. You have to take people's credit card information. Do not take people's credit card information. I have some people's credit card. I had access to people's credit card informations at the fucking job. I didn't do anything with it. I don't have any of it saved. I don't have any, I was trying to be a fucking good employee. I was going above and beyond. I told you. I used to have fucking... rebuilt the... Hey, I'm going to give you the fucking webpage. Don't show it on screen, because I don't want to fucking... Because it's a shitty webpage to begin with. Anyway, here's the website. They paid like a few $100s for. Notice how fucking ass it looks. And then the old gift card system, which I still have the code for. Hold on. I
don't know. This is kind of a... I don't know if this is that great of a website.
Yeah, this is not my website. But this is the website they have. It doesn't even have fucking SSL certificate. I was begging them for months to just buy the fucking SSL certificate on the shitty website. On the shitty host they had, but they wouldn't buy an SSL certificate, so it's an HTTP site instead of HTTPS. So when the old gift card system... Hold on. I don't remember what the fucking... Okay, so this is the page I built. Notice how the footer is different. On all the pages I built, the footer was different. Anyway, why did I have to build this one? Because the old gift card system would not work, and the fucking PayPal account they had set up got canceled for some reason. And the link I sent you underneath is how it used to look like. And remember, you're providing all this information on an unsecured, unencrypted site. So if you're, if you're giving this away at like a internet cafe or like a network that isn't your home network, you have just given whoever else was on that network your fucking first name, last name, date of birth, address, city. It's not even scammed. They just fucking suck.
Man. The trials and the tribulations of the wage.
And also, I didn't have much time to do that fucking coupon. Why do I even do this?
Yeah, why did you do this?
Good question. Why did I fucking put up with that job for so long? And then at the end of the day, still treat me like shit. But you know what? At the end of the day, when I look at Modern Root... See, another thing I did is... I was like specializing myself in the things I'm doing. Like with the old chef and with how it used to be, customers sometimes had to wait for like an hour before their food would come, and then it would come cold or whatnot. I fucking went above and beyond, and people were like much happier because their food didn't have to wait for an hour before somebody picked it up. And now when I look at the reviews, it says their drinks are now shit and people are waiting for an hour for their food again. So you know what? You fucking played yourself.
Yeah.
I asked for one raise in my entire history. They decided to reduce my shifts. They decided to treat me like shit. And you know what? Good for you. Enjoy. You reap what you sow.
Yeah. I will.
Okay, I'm just gonna send you some other reviews. Don't read them out loud, but
man.
Yeah. So.
Well, you want to go through some of the questions here because we haven't done that in a while. We wrap this one up here.
So questions. Do you prefer Martin Luther or Martin Luther King? Martin Luther King Jr. because Martin Luther is a schismatic asshole. Yeah. Well,
all right, we got one from this guy. I don't have rent money, please. And he says, Gator X Erica podcast when? When is that happening?
When is it happening?
Drinking episode? We have Gator and Erica.
Oh my god, no.
When is the next drinking episode? Didn't we agree it was going to be like 37 or something like that?
Yeah, hold on, let me check. So we actually have 35. A pattern. So we actually have a pattern. So 25 was our last drinking episode. Oh wow, so it's actually like, yeah, it is actually 2 episodes from now. Wow.
Yeah, you can depend on the alcoholic to keep track of that.
You're just counting the days.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's going to be... I don't think that the drinking episode is going to be good.
I think it is. I think we should just...
I think that if I want to make it good, I'm going to have to drink enough that I get angry.
Like I just did. I was getting angry, so fucking do it, man.
Yeah, so I think one of the reasons that some of the early episodes of the show were so terrible is that I was just getting smashed like every episode. Like we did like 15 episodes of this podcast before I did a single episode sober.
Yeah, that kind of shows.
Yeah, once I stopped drinking, the show got a lot better.
And then the late 20 episodes, I'll be honest, I was like browsing Reddit while trying to do the podcast, which like playing video games, which didn't help the atmosphere.
Yeah.
So yeah, now we know how not to run a podcast, so we can go back to running it.
Maybe Gator and Erica for the drinking episode.
Oh my god, I would shoot myself.
And we can do it live again.
Because Gator says some off the wall shit, man.
I don't know. I think
Do you think he's still listening at this point? Do you think he's still listening though?
Yeah.
Hey Gator, are you still listening?
Probably is.
Gator, you're a good guest. Don't worry about it.
All right. Any other questions here? We got someone asking what crypto they should invest in. Buy some scam coin and lose all your money. That's my advice. Do what Boogie did and buy a scam and lose all your money.
Okay, so I'm just
going to
read.
Asking, wait for stuff to go down more and then buy Ethereum.
Why don't you buy Monero, you fucking idiot? Jeez.
'Cause I don't know. I don't like it much.
Why not?
And I'm not in crypto for the fundamentals. I don't care about all that stuff. I don't care about the security. Well, I kind of do. I like that my Bitcoin.
Literally,
long as I have it offline,
the only reason
stolen.
Bitcoin got so popular is because drug dealers used it, and that's what fucking Monero is used for.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true or not, but it is. I'm just in it to make money. I'm in it for the money.
That's how Bitcoin.
That's what I've spent like the past 7 years of my life doing. I've been in crypto for the money. You
don't even know how fucking crypto started. Of course you don't.
I know how crypto started. I know that it was either some guy made it or the CIA made it, and they're claiming that some guy made it.
No, I'm talking about like how it got big, how it got fucking worth any money.
Yeah, it probably was because of drug dealing.
Yeah, and this is the only
other illegal activities.
Yeah, and now you have a fucking thing that's used for the same purposes.
I think that if we keep going down the path of money being restricted and transactions being restricted, where you've got payment processors saying that certain people can't get paid, maybe more people will be using crypto to support people who are being censored by payment processors. That's the good crime. I'm really sounding like a Fed saying that there's crime that's good, but it is how it is.
Hey, one can only hope. Am I right or am I right?
Yeah, but no, I'm in it for the money, and you should be too. Get the bag.
Sorry, can I see your nose again?
All I'll say is that if my face ever gets leaked somehow, I'm gonna have a hard time convincing people I'm not Jewish with the nose that I got.
Yeah.
It's probably my ugliest feature.
It's probably your most. We've been going on for too long, man. I'm starting to starting to lose the momentum.
Let's try to get through these questions here.
How about you do those questions while I go use the bathroom?
All right, I'll. People like me better anyways, so.
Of course. So you do all the hard work while I just enjoy the fun parts of the podcast.
Yeah. All right, so. Well, there he goes. Someone asks if Kanye West is based. I mean, kinda. I don't know what he actually thinks, but some of the stuff that he's been going on about over the years has been pretty good. And doesn't Kanye have a MAGA hat? I'm pretty sure he does. I think he was photographed wearing a MAGA hat a while ago. But yeah, going up in the questions here. Which one of us will be nuked first? Let's see. Probably a little pizza box out in Ukraine. If America just kind of snaps and is like, yeah, we don't want to give Ukraine any more money. We're just going to send them a nuke. We'll have to find another third host if that happens. Is Dream Elliot Rodger? I mean, he kind of does look like it. He kind of does look like Elliot Rodger. Man, maybe if he didn't get so much plastic surgery, maybe he'd look a little more like Elliot Rodger. See, I don't know. I feel like he got some work done. I feel like using some of those YouTube bucks, Dream got some work done on him. And you know what we got to do? I am going to go over to the Trash Rats Patreon questions and see what's going on over here. So we all know that the Trash Rats aren't going to answer them. So what is that sound? Artillery, what are you doing?
It's basically an intergalactic invasion into this space through people. I'm telling you, it's what all the ancients said, it's what they warned of, it's what we're dealing with. They're dangerous.
Alright, I'm just gonna continue on as though nothing is happening.
I'll just say it, make fun of me all you want on CNN, but everyone already innately knows that these people are not freaking human.
There aren't really any questions in the Trash Rats questions channel. Alright. This is falling apart by the second, so I think this is it.
Okay, but it's not that. I'm just going to share something with you, okay? You know how when you look at the video analytics of any of our videos, it's like there's a consistent... Let me show you a screenshot, okay? Engagement, average
I could put it on the screen.
Okay, so this one, maybe not, because it ended abruptly. Let's look at the one of the longer ones. Let's look at maybe this one... Analytics. Engagement, average. Here we go. It's not showing anything. But you know how some of our episodes have like a very consistent through line of people watching it, like around 20%, and then in the last like 5 seconds or like 5 minutes, it just dips into zero. This is kind of that point.
Yeah, no one cares anymore.
I feel like the whole Alex Jones thing is like the treat for anybody still listening at this. If we get copyright striked for it, I'm gonna be so mad. It's the video copyright strike. That's the one way to know it.
Yeah.
Tomb Alex Jones edition. No, it's not
Point,
copyright. We're clear. We're clear. Let's go.
It's only the feds listening at this point, just trying to see if we're, talking about our plans to
bomb the.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't talk about that.
Yeah,
let's keep those plans under wraps.
Yeah, just when you arrive in Vancouver.
Yeah, we'll keep that to ourselves. But anyways, thanks everyone for tuning in yet again to another episode of the Garbagemice, and I guess we will see you next week.
Get the fuck out of my podcast.
2 episodes, we'll be drinking. It'll be a good time.
Who fucking cares? I'm done. I want to play some Team Fortress 2. Play 2 for become an engineer in the fucking sewers and just build my sentry for like the next half hour. Sounds like a fun time to spend it.
Yeah. All right. Well, see you everyone.
Peace.